Tell us a little bit more about the 5-year plan that has been put together.
Well, every club in the GAA has to put together a 5-year plan. There's various templates there for it. Peter Brady has come on board as the leader of the 5-year plan, and there's various sections. So you have your coaching, your facilities development, your finance and fundraising, and they're the various streams of it. So, as I say, with the support that we're getting in the parish, more people have come involved with the 5-year plan and are willing to help out, whereas not take on a full position within the club, they're taking on smaller positions on the various committees of the 5-year plan.
So this will be a real far-reaching 5-year plan in terms, it touches everything the club is involved in.
It covers every aspect of the club, from playing to committees to fundraising. All aspects of the club are covered. It's really to put down on paper a plan for the club for the next 5 years to make sure that we do things right and develop as a club in the proper way with the proper structures, and it's not just year to year that whoever's on the committee that year makes a decision, that this 5-year plan is there for all future committees to follow.
We talked about the development here a little bit with Gerard. I take it, the facilities that are here are second to none really in the county, and I suppose the fact that it was done in conjunction with the community, and it is a community centre that's here, that hasn't left any real burden on the club, has it?
No, there's no debt in the club. The community centre here finances themselves. They raise their own money. We make a contribution towards them. We would hope that in the future we probably do some events together to get the whole community involved. That St Pat's would do events and the community council would do joint events with them, and we hope to raise money that way for both organisations.
It strikes me that it's the kind of club that would be, I suppose, closely bonded with the community.
Very much so. The club is a big part of the community. There's people within the community who are very much involved in the club. We're not a big community. 2 parishes, Screen Drummond and you have Beltran and that as well. But virtually everybody within the community is involved in the club.
Jordan, might come back to yourself. We talked a little bit about fundraising there. There's the challenges always of immigration affecting teams. Now, what are the big challenges for a club like St Patrick's going forward?
Well, I suppose, as Trevor said there, the likes of increasing our non-playing membership, that it's the finance, I suppose, is a big thing to keep going a club. So, we are concentrating now on increasing non-playing membership, keeping the youth involved. As Trevor says, we have a small parish, I suppose, from sea to mountain. It's only about a 5-mile radius, but yet it's an attractive place for families to come into the parish, and a lot of people has come to live in the parish, and one of the important things that attracts them is the facilities that we have here. So that helps us to grow our membership as well. And with 150 youth at underage level, it's great for a small parish to that. So we want to grow, we want to develop underage, and obviously get back to winning cups and trophies and medals, which underage are doing presently, but we want to progress for the betterment of the parish, and there is a great community spirit and we want to build on that. We are only the executive today. It'll change over the years, so we're just helping out along the way.
Yeah, and of course a lot of great people have been involved in establishing and grounding the club within the community over the years.
Oh, they have. There's been a lot of people, unfortunately some of them has passed on, but the club has great history, like through members, non-playing members who contributed, but also like people that has gone on to represent at county level here. We have great tradition. We've always had someone represented on the county at different underage and senior, and there's great history there in that. So we see ourselves as a very proud club in West Sligo.
You also mentioned as well, of course, that the success does draw people to the club, no question about that. And there's a sense that the senior team is building once again within the club.
Well, yes, it's I suppose Bordenogue was formed 10 years ago, and the fruits of Bordenogue are coming through now with the experienced players that are there as well. So it's we hope to get back on the winning track. Like, we got promoted to Division 1 from last year, and we'll be competing now for the intermediate championship as well. So it's important. We like winning, so it's important that we have some success. But we'll be trying hard on there for success this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Trevor, I just want to finish with yourself. It is an important time of year for the committee and for yourself in particular, I suppose, because I suppose the membership is coming in, the registrations are coming in this time of year, and all the fees and that have to be met over the coming weeks and months, and that I presume it's an important time of the year for yourself.
Yeah, definitely, Jared. This time of year, coming up to the 31st of March, when you have to get players registered, senior and underage, it's a very busy time of year. Meetings virtually once a week to keep the club running, trying to get money in. Only today I received the bill from the county board for the year, so that's a big bill, has to be paid soon, and we're working on that at the moment. As you say, a very busy time of year.
And of course the key thing is that the community support remains strong.
Key thing is community support stays strong. I'd be very confident of the community staying with us, and because they've always supported us anything we've done, so I'd be confident that they'll stay with us and support us in anything we try to do in the future.
Ocean FM. Club Focus, brought to you by AIB, the proud sponsors of the AIB GA Club Championships. AIB, supporting clubs, supporting communities. Ocean FM.
For the final part of our AIB GA Club Focus this week on St Patrick's GA Club, we're turning our attention to the underage and the coaching structures within the club, and also to the ladies football element of the club. We're joined by Anne Canan, who's the PRO with the Board and Oak, and also involved with coaching of the underage ladies teams. Eileen Buchanan, who's the treasurer within the Board and Oak and assistant treasurer of the main executive too, and also Aidan Kiley, who's the coaching officer within the club as well. Aidan, we might come to yourself first of all. Underage and numbers wise, how strong is this club at the minute?
Very strong over the years. I think at the moment we're looking at 145 to be registered this year, from under 8s all the way up to minors. Good numbers, but it's not an even mix through the age groups, so some teams we might be weak for numbers. Under 14s might be a bit weak, to compete in 15-a-side football, so we're playing the lower leagues.
Of course, it's the same at every club. I suppose you get different generations coming through in that, but I mean, most importantly, I suppose the club is fielding at every age group.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's very strong like that. Ladies now as well, we've 2 teams, I think, so we're hoping to build on there for the future. We're pretty strong across all age groups, I think, now at the moment, as regards getting teams in, so happy.
Tell us a little bit about your own role as coaching officer. When did you take that on?
This year.
Right.
This year, yeah. First year, looking, enjoying it. So far, it's all about trying to get, between myself and the chair and board, Colin Kearney, we've been approaching coaches to get them involved. We have existing coaches from last year who've done great work through the years, and we've got new guys on board now, past players, which is very important. I've approached some senior players as well to come back and help out at all the age groups, and we're nominating 1 player per age group, 1 team, to even the women's as well, to help them out and be seen, and get stuck in,
Also the players themselves that are actually currently playing are getting involved in the coaching.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's very important for the young ones to see the senior players down and helping out, I mean, that's what they're all striving to be at the end of the day,
And is there a willingness of the players to get involved?
There is, yeah, there is. Now, obviously, there isn't too many of them around during the week, which is between college and work commitments and the whole lot. So the lads that are around have approached me. Some of them have approached me, and they're willing to help out, and it's great. It's great for the club.
Is that the big challenge for yourself or for a club and for the Board and Oak? Is not so much getting youngsters involved, but getting coaches and getting parents involved to help out?
It's hard, yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on in the parish. It's a very busy parish. I mean, even here this evening, there's a lot going on in the community centre. So, I mean, there's parents are out a lot during the week. It's understandable they can't be out the whole time, but we are getting the help, and that's why we're able to strive and push forward as a club.
And I suppose would that be a key point? Is that you're always, I suppose, looking for more people to come on board and to help out?
Oh, we're always looking for volunteers, I suppose, because it lessens the pressure on an individual to be around for all matches and all coaching sessions. So the more you have, and it kind of eases the pressure that way. But we have, to be a coach as well, I suppose it's important to say that you would have to be guarded, vetted, and there will be training involved. We're all doing, some of us have done the foundation level in the training in the GA, and we're going on doing further courses all the time, training up and going on to different levels, moving up the age groups, but we are always interested in parents getting involved and helping out, being on the sidelines, maybe doing a report on the match or that kind of thing.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about ladies football within the club. Is there a history of ladies football in St. Pat's?
Well, I suppose I'm only 3 years involved with the club myself, so I don't know how far the history goes back with the ladies, but I suppose the girls divide out at they're mixed up to under 10, and then the girls really shine themselves in when they're not competing against the boys, I suppose, for places within the team. Mm-hmm. So you really see their skills coming out, you know, and they really enjoy it themselves as well. We have under 12 and under 16 in minors this year, and Una Clark, who's also one of the other coaches, she's trying to get the minor team going this year, trying to get it back into the club, because we've kind of been missing out on that over the last number of years. Last year, 2012, the under 12 girls brought home the first trophy to the club. We won the league, and they were thrilled with that. On the registration night there recently, the 26th of February, we had a presentation to the under 12 girls for the league. We had under 14 and under 16 for the championship girls as well. The under 16 girls retained the championship from the previous year, 2011, so they had a couple of medals to get. And we also had the under 14 boys championship and league presentation on the same night, so the Board and Oak is going quite well within the club.
Yeah, excellent. And I suppose the idea in terms of ladies football would be to develop youngsters right up through the age groups, which you clearly are doing, and then ultimately make a senior team.
Well, that's the overall aim, is to try and go that way. All right. The girls are very enthusiastic up at under 16, and then obviously we're competing against, you know, people going out to the weekends and things like that. Yeah, so to try and encourage the girls to come back into the football and have a social element from that as well.
Yeah. Aidan, I just want to come back to you on something that Anne touched on, was the coach education, and I suppose that's a big role of yourself, is to ensure the coaches do meet the necessary standards.
Yeah, presently, just there recently, we've 10 coaches have got trained in foundation level, and there's another 8 or 9 coaches that will be attending the level 1 course. So, I mean, they're the coaches that are working in the club at the moment. So we are getting them trained up in conjunction with Sligo coaching officers like Liam O'Gormley and his gang. So it's very important, yeah. And as Anne touched on there as well, like we have to get them Garda vetted, and we're trying to, within the community as well, we're going to have a first aid course, you know, so there'll be always someone on the sideline, you know, qualified in basic first aid to help out if God forbid you need them, you know, and CPR, defibrillator training and all that, you know. So it's very important to educate yourself first and then bring it on to the young people at the pitch, you know. Yeah,
and I mean, do the coaches stem mainly from past players or even current players, as you mentioned, or is it parents a lot of the time that are getting involved and maybe mightn't have been involved with the club beforehand?
It's a good mix at the moment, yeah. I suppose this year now was a big push now to get some past players involved, because it's, you know, it's very important, like, you know, and they have young kids in the team as well, so they were actually eager enough when they were approached, you know, to get involved, and that's important. I think it is good too, like we mentioned earlier, to get the senior players back as well. That is very important, and parents do get involved. It's a good mix at the moment of the people that's involved, you know.
Yeah.